Hi guys, I just stopped off at the range here after work. Got my super cool guy yellow shades on, it's getting dim. And there's something I wanted to make a video about. It's really important to me. I don't want to tell anybody what to do. I like to give friendly advice, and if it ever sounds like I'm telling you what to do, I apologize. But I highly recommend that you defer your next gun purchase if you don't already have these three items, because if you already have a gun that you like, you'll enjoy that firearm many times more than a new gun if you get a shot timer, steel plates, and hangers for it. You should be able to get all three for less than the cost of a new firearm. I'll show you this timer. The one that I use is the Pact Club Timer 3, and I think that's what it's called. Oh man, it doesn't say anywhere on it, but that's what I recall the name. And I'll show you a demonstration right now on these plates. So these things are around roughly $130, which might seem expensive, but what this thing does for you, it allows you to go out by yourself and challenge yourself. So it's like every time you go out, you got your own kind of portable shooting competition. And what's really fun is if you get together with a few of your friends, you can't even imagine how awesome it is. If you're just out there putting holes in paper, you know how boring that can get in a real short time. Most of the time guys are shooting, they don't even know what they're hitting, they're just making noise. And that's gotta suck because ammo is expensive. So the Pact Club Timer 3 works like this. There's hardly anything for controls on it. It's real simple. You just turn it on by hitting the go button and then hit it again. It gives you a random start. It'll listen to your shots. Oh, I'm not loaded up. Here, I'll go hot and I'll demonstrate it. Hang on. Okay, so you say shooter ready, and when you say stand by, you hit the button and you'll get a start that's anywhere between 1 and 3 seconds if you have it set for random start, which is how we normally do it. So you can watch this. Then you go ahead and draw and fire. And you can see the shot time add up, and it pauses on your last shot, and if you add another shot, it just jumps to that time. It's always running in the background. So then you can write down your time for that shooter, and you can do whatever you want. You could do a single shoot and draw, or 2 shots on a target, or 17 rounds on a target, anything that you want to do to blow lots of ammo or conserve ammo. Another thing you can do, another feature of this timer, is you can set it up for par time, and what that does is you hit the go button, it gives you a start beep, and then whatever your par time is set for, it'll give you a stop beep. And you can use that for your draw times to see how fast you're coming out of the holster and hitting the first shot. You can use it for dry fire. Usually I'll just put a piece of tape over the sound hole there. It's got a kind of a piezoelectric thing there that it's quite loud. If you live in the city, the neighbors would probably hear it, and you don't want to have to listen to that, so just a piece of tape over that works great. So you can watch. There's the start, and that's a 1 second par time. Okay, I've got it set for a 2 second par time. These plates are pretty far away. Normally I would shoot closer than this, but I'm going to see if I can draw and fire in 2 seconds. I'll use that 10-inch plate that's at about just past 20 yards. And see if I can hit that from the holster in 2 seconds. See if I can hit it at all. Try again. Okay. And that was 1.56 seconds. But if you're dry fire practicing, you don't get a shot. It doesn't hear the shot because it's just a click. You can tell, where you're at that way. So I wouldn't normally use the par time for live fire. Just wanted to show that it does that. I'm going to time myself on all 3 plates. My Glock 17 9mm, just to see where I'm at and see if I can improve. This is going to be with no reloads, just straight shooting, 3 rings. Okay, that's 3.61 seconds, so I could write that down, but I'll just remember it. Oh, and I'm out of ammo. Okay, great. I'll show you another thing. You can do it with reloads too. Okay, for reloads I like to load just 2 rounds in each mag, using 3 mags normally, and just see where I'm at with reloading speed coupled with actually being able to hit the targets on the clock. This adds a bit of tension to your shooting because you're trying to beat yourself or your friends, and trying to relax while you're on the clock is a real challenge for competitors. And the command is shooter ready, stand by, wow. That sucked. Alright, that went totally wrong. Reload 2 shots in each mag. Dropped one of my mags on the ground. Maybe I should try it with ammo. That'd be cool. Alright, forgot the load and make ready command, right? Okay, here we go. Shooter ready. Stand by. And I got ammo malfunctions here. I'm experimenting with some new loads. I haven't had this before. These are, well, I'm not even going to say what kind of bullets, because I don't think that has anything to do with it. It's probably my seating depth. But anyway, I'll try again. I'm going to use my Glock 35 40 caliber. These are Zero brand 180 grain jacketed hollow points. Pretty darn nice bullets for the price. They're just the bullets, they're hand loads. Okay, so I'm going to load and make ready with my Glock 35. Practical tactical. Get my mags in the right pouch. Okay, you can see the targets. Shooter ready. Stand by. So I would score that down too, and you can decide based on the distance or the difficulty of the shot how much time you want to add for a miss. Normally I'd add a half a second for each miss, so I would take my time, which is 11 seconds or 11.34 seconds, and with 2 down I would make that 12.34. Write that in the book and then try and beat that. Okay, that time I had 2 misses and my time was 10.78, so that would be 11.78, which is a little bit faster. Now I'll just keep going. These are my target stands. They're plant hangers that you can buy at any department store, lawn and garden department, and hopefully you can find them on sale. And what I did was added a little bit of flat steel here, and if you have access to a welder and a little bit of stock, you can just weld just about anything on there, whatever you have laying around. Here's some round stock that I tacked on there, and that gives it more rigidity. The heavier plates really like to flip around when they get shot because the weight, they're kind of heavy. And the 8 and 10 inch plates aren't bad, but I had to shorten this and re-weld the bottoms for the 12 and 16 inch plates just to make them stable. Before I go, I wanted to give you a close-up of these plates. These are the Arnson 3/8 500 Brunel, and when you buy your plates, get the hardest plates you can get. Don't cheap out on them. The AR 500 plate is kind of a standard, 3/8 inch thick. They ring just like a bell, really nice, and they're really tough. Shoot these with 500 Magnum, no problem. You don't want to shoot them with rifle unless you're a couple hundred yards out, and I still don't like putting any 223 on them. Paint, I get the 2 times coverage paint, the ones with more solids in it, and this ground marking paint, this is awesome too. It's got a lot more solids in it, covers faster, so you get more for your money. The thin paint, you know, you gotta, as soon as it dries, it dries so thin that you have to keep coating it. But you see how fast that covers. And I'm not going to paint these here because I got to put them away yet. I don't want to get all full of paint. But that's that. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the subscribers, all the support, and been really getting some good friends here on YouTube. Thanks.